things to do before we die.
On my
bucket list. To the
Yeah.
bucket list, yeah.
So we're gonna take the first 6 and then these next 5, and then we're gonna do our full length. Probably, I mean, I guess depends on how long it takes from recording. We're gonna record through all of November, send it out from there. So it could be maybe January, February around the time we get the album. Then we're going to do a CD release show and possibly some big things that happen at the CD release show that we'll mention in the future if it happens.
Nice.
I'm trying to get some things together. If it works out, it'll be the greatest thing on planet Earth. So keep your ears peeled for a
There you go.
I'll give you a little hint.
It's a bouncy castle.
The cast of Shawshank Redemption might be there.
I'm not gonna.
And Dolly Parton. Just to have there.
Actually,
Oh yeah, so new album, well, debut album coming out, full length LP. You guys have the 6 songs already recorded. You guys have that digitally recorded. You have that available for people to check out
It's up on iTunes.
via MySpace, iTunes, all that stuff.
We have links on
Friendster.
everything, yeah.
The old version. Is
Yeah, I mean, our links are, if you go to notyourstyle.com, it takes you
Okay.
to MySpace, or you can go to facebook.com/notyourstyle.
Adultfriendfinder.com/not
YouTube.com/notyourstyle.com.
Megan's Law /notyourstyle.
Notyourstyle.craigslist.com. You can find all Chris's stuff.
So no, Adult Friend Finder, is that how you found Ray?
Yeah,
Funny
Ray was on,
story.
We're searching for a BBW. We're like, well, we're NYS.
Yeah.
So it just worked out the way.
Chris, I mean, we found Chris on nambla.org.
No, I mean, no joke. This entire band formed via Craigslist. Me and Kyle and met each other about 3-4 years ago when we were in another band in the air, and I met him on Craigslist.
When I first moved to California, I didn't have any friends, so I found Lathe and been crappy ever since.
Been depressed ever since.
And then about 2 years ago, me and him decided to get back into it. So with a couple of songs, one of which is actually recorded, 2 of which are actually recorded that me and him wrote a long time ago. And then we found Chris on Craigslist, we found Dave on Craigslist, and in sort of the way we found Ray on Craigslist. Like I found him kind of like through mutual friends.
Oh, okay.
So.
Nice. Craigslist hooking it up.
We were going to call it
Nice,
Craigslist, but
yeah.
the website is taken. So
Yeah, that'd be tough.
it wasn't-
Bastards.
I mean, we're on it all the time looking for,
new
full
members.
I don't know what that entails, but I mean, it's really cool to find band members. Too.
Adult gigs.
I didn't know they had even other things on there
Talent.
besides that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, who knew?
There is another section besides massages. That,
I didn't know.
Yeah.
So,
Go figure.
let's go to the name then. Not Your Style. It just sounds, when you're yelling like, "Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, we're not your style."
Yeah.
Sounds a little cynical.
I think it's kind of a cool tongue-in-cheek thing, but actually, Lath and I came up with that name Memorial Day weekend of '07, I think it was what it was. We were driving from California back up to my hometown in Washington, and we had a AAA travel book with us.
Oregon
And,
Triple, yeah.
It was the Oregon one, and I probably still have that. And anyway, Lath says, let's get the band back together, man. Let's choose a name right now. He flips to a page, he puts his finger on a phrase, and it says, "Not Your Style." And we were like, no. No. So then Lath ate the piece of paper, and I was like, why'd you eat that?
I didn't want the evidence
Really?
to remain. I didn't want the evidence to remain. I just,
So
that's
that's
forever
forever
inside me.
We like it though. Well, I like it.
Yeah, it's, I mean,
That was good.
it's, and plus, it sounds like a pop punk name. Like, when you hear that you,
That's
like,
true.
When you hear
It
the name, it
does.
sounds like a pop punk band. Like, you wouldn't see, like, a metal band called Not Your Style. So, it fit our style, it fit, like, what we were trying to do, and honestly, it kind of shows that, like, we don't take ourselves way too seriously.
Right.
Obviously, you can tell by our faces. And, it's a way, it's a way that we kind of, like I said, we just don't take ourselves, like, that crazy seriously, but we still have a lot of fun doing it, and I think we put a lot of effort, like, into our live shows. That's definitely where we, like, try to shine. Because if you're, like, a band that, like, doesn't have a good live show, then it's hard to get people to keep coming out. But if you're a band, like, whoa, just what are they going to do next? Because we're always doing something new. We have, like, new intros almost every single show we do, new dance moves, and new, Kyle's doing cartwheels, I'm doing backflips, and, Chris is doing roundhouse kicks, and Ray plays the drums backwards while listening to another band on the ear, which I think is possible, but he's listening to, like, NWA while he's playing Not Your Style. So the fact that, I don't know how he does it, but...
Listening to Sade.
Yeah, it's just...
A little smooth operator action.
Yeah. And Dave does kind of like... have you ever seen Roadhouse? That guy that plays, the blind guy that plays the guitar.
I fucking love that movie.
Fingers?
Jeff Haley.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
Carl is.
Jeff Haley.
Stevie Wonder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
RoboCop?
Well, I mean, definitely it shows through, like I said before, it shows through the freaking live performances. I mean, that's like obviously the best way to witness a band.
Yeah.
And before this interview, that was the only exposure I had to you guys. So, I mean, that was definitely convincing that you guys fucking loving what you're doing, which is obviously the best way to portray it. And Not Your Style, the type of, that name just in general is like, almost like the who's on first, what's on second kind of thing.
We've got many people that they're like, what's your band's name? Like, oh, it's Not Your Style.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It is not my style.
Yeah, exactly.
So before they get to no, that's my name. It's Not Your Style. So it's worked in our favor a couple of times, definitely.
And our live show is definitely where we shine. So if you can't make it out to a live show, check us out on YouTube for sure, which is the youtube.com/notyourstyle.com. Confusing, but
DOT.com.
Yeah.
You guys got a show coming up?
We do.
Yes, it's actually one of our last shows of the year. Most likely our last show of the year. We're playing October 23rd, which is Saturday at Powerhouse Pub. We're playing with a Grey Atlas and Element of Soul. It's 21 plus, and it'll be Ray Ray's a birthday show. And we're on at 9 o'clock. And like I said, that'll be most likely our last show of the year because we're going to be taking all of November to record. Probably taking December, like I know like a lot of us got to travel and whatnot for the holidays, and then come January and February, once the album starts getting dropped, we're going to be hitting it hard.
Yeah.
And, like I said, if things go well for our album release show, which I hope they do, then we should have a huge album release show coming up, probably up in Orangeville, most likely.
Cool.
We don't want to spoil it, but everybody that comes there gets a copy of Darren's Dance Grooves from 2001.
There you go. And Dance Dance Revolution,
Exactly.
Volume 1.
Oh, yeah. Who's Darren? It was Dequan.
All right, guys. Not Your Style. Thank you a lot. You guys have a show October 23rd this Saturday.
Yes,
That's at Powerhouse Pub.
In Folsom.
Looking forward to the album.
Yeah.
Guys coming out, working in November. Thanks a lot, guys, for your time.
Thank you.
And best of luck.
A big thanks to Mike from Your magazine,
Absolutely.
for hooking us up and introducing me to you and just getting us onto this. It was very last minute, but thanks for
Dude,
for
congrats.
taking us out. Yeah.
Congrats, man.
We
Thank
had
you
a lot of
very
fun.
much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Right.
So we again tomorrow.
Yes.
Let's start a whole new contest
Yeah,
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
And in fact, if we're the only band in it this time,
Yeah.
we win.
Winners.